Oh, yo! Hey! Hey!
OG K-pop stan since 1998.
Go. Yeah, that's what I need to do, right? With Blackpink's Go. As I am filming, it was released almost 24 hours ago. Go. Before I get started on my reaction to Go, I do want to answer some comments that I've been getting. I think a lot of, because of it not being on my YouTube, a lot of blinks are just people who are leaving comments in general are like, Dina, you totally missed out on Jump. I actually reacted to Jump whenever it came out. So not to make this whole long intro a really gloomy one, hence talking about how 2025 went for me. I was at the height of the raw stages of my grief after losing my husband, my handsome man, Chris. So I was not comfortable with making reactions for YouTube. However, two things I want to say. One, I still needed to do something on Patreon because me being not a dual income household anymore, it just wasn't ideal for me to not work. So yeah, I had to do some stuff on Patreon. All right, I wanted to, but had to. And two, I was a blink before I was a widow. So I needed something that was going to distract me for 3 minutes or something, or however long Jump was. But basically, I was still doing content here and there on my Patreon because, again, I just needed some kind of therapeutic release. Because right after I react, I go back into, at that time, I was constantly blaming myself for what happened to my husband. Although I'm not the creator of the flu. I'm not the creator of sepsis. So, but even then, like, I was just not in a good state in my mind. But I did react to Jump, and I have my thoughts and stuff that I said over there on Jump. But to give like a little short summary of how I felt about Jump. Like, I know people were very, you either liked it or you hated it, right? I was one of the people that really liked it. The music video, I can see why people had issues with like AI and just in general. It was fun for me, and the song itself, if you are interested, my reaction is over on my Patreon in my OG Lost series. But it was really fun for me. You'll see me like this even while I'm at the height of my grief. And I believe I stated in that reaction that Jump made me think back to a first gen artist, a solo artist named Lee Jung-hyun. If y'all are familiar, the one that's a solo singer, she used her finger as a mic and she had some really crazy techno kind of music. So Jump reminded me of Lee Jung-hyun. So, of course, my first gen ass was going to love that song. So, now that I have talked about Jump, and I did update myself with all of the solo stuff from our Blackpink ladies over there, let's go. And I will react to Deadline over on my Patreon as well. Because, again, I hope y'all understand that I am not a dual income household anymore. And not just that, I have freaking cancer 6 months after my husband died. So I have just a lot more shit to take care of. So I have to do what I need to do. And I hope that's understandable. And if it's not, that's not my problem. Anyway, let's go ahead and go. Let's pull it up. Here we go. The only thing I saw were photos that were posted on their IG. Other than that, I don't know what this is going to be. Since I experienced a Jump and I said that it felt so different for Blackpink, I'm going to assume that Go is going to feel different as well. But let's see how it goes. Let's turn this up. If we take a shot at every time I said the word Go, y'all would probably be on the floor. But let's not do that. Let's just hit the play button. So let's get it, or go. This is ethereal. My arms developed goosebumps. Yeah, the ballerina aesthetics is what I saw. Hey. Holy shit! Oh gosh! My dubstep loving ass loves this. Go good dance. Girl Jenny. I meant to say Jenny girl. Jisoo! I hear the power. God, Rose, you look like an angel. Dark angel. This freaking chorus, like seriously. Oh? Oh, this other layer here. Girl, Jenny! I meant to say Jenny girl. This part is beautiful. Oh. I wanna scream.
Are you good?
It's the freaking visuals, the aesthetic. On a mission to like take my breath away. Look at Jisoo with the wings. We got a new Blackpink chant here. Okay. That chant. Why do I like that chant? It's like, okay, you know how we have Blackpink in your area? So now it's Blackpink, Blackpink, like, okay, yeah, I think I did a little too much. If I don't know if y'all are a new viewer or know what I've been going through. I removed my thyroid in December, so my voice does go in and out. And this definitely took my voice out a little bit. I can feel the dryness, but it's okay. It's for Blackpink. Okay, so this is what I want to say, like 2/3 into the reaction, but I told myself let's just experience and then say it. This is like dreamy dubstep. So, especially the years of 2009 to 2012, 2013, I was obsessed with dubstep. So obsessed that I used to be a dance instructor as well as a hip hop dancer, and I taught beginner hip hop. I was so obsessed with dubstep that I started to teach beginners class with dubstep. And then I remember my students would be like, so what? Like, I would choreograph to songs that didn't have lyrics. So I think it was kind of unfair for beginner hip hop. I'll say that now. How many years later since I taught dubstep? I was extremely obsessed with dubstep. And then dubstep is a certain kind of genre that people either love or they hate. And I know so many people that hate dubstep. Chris, my husband, actually hated dubstep. He was like, it just sounds like robots farting. And not to him, he loves trance, but he hates dubstep. And I was like, but dubstep has like if robots could have musicality, that's what it's like. And he was like, trance is more chill, you know? So like, again, it's about people's taste, right? So with that being said, Go is hella dreamy dubstep for me. There was something so ethereal just about like the video in general. We see all the aesthetics. And the dubstep, like we did hear the hardcoreness of the chorus. It's like an empty chorus where you don't hear lyrics, right? And again, that's something that people are either a fan of or they hate, and I don't hate those who hate it. and I hope those who hate it don't hate me for loving it. Music is subjective. That's the beauty of art. So, what was I saying? There were parts of the way the song kind of like bled in and out. It felt like, what do you call those? The interactive visual. So the last trip that my husband and I ever took, we went to Las Vegas where he actually proposed to me. There is, what was it called? Art house? Some kind of thing where it was just like an interactive kind of exhibit, like an art exhibit. It was like art, but lights, and it was like interactive. So that's what the video made me feel like. And so mixing that with like this kind of different kind of levels of dreaminess and dubstep. It was an experience for me. Especially as a Blink. Oh my god, that bridge. I kept saying girl Jenny, but like if y'all who watch my reactions to Blackpink, one of the phrases that I know I say, I've edited myself for almost 5 years now, and I'm tired of my voice, but I do know certain phrases I say a lot, like musicality. With that being said, I know the phrases that I say a lot. One of them is Jenny, girl. I always say that. But for some reason, I flipped that shit in this reaction. I don't know why. Okay. I didn't really pay attention to the lyrics. Can you blame me? There's so much to focus on. Visual-wise, ear-wise, audio, whatever. You know what I mean? I'm going to rewatch it, and I will pause here and there to make commentary. Oh, seriously, that was an experience. That was a very interesting track following Jump. So, okay, let's play it again. Automatically, I felt goosebumps going up my arms. Okay, I'm on a mission. I remember that. Hey, I love that. I love how there's a goal from the perspective of the lyrics. And everything just looks very spacey, very extraterrestrial. Your kingdom come, not sure to beat on my drum, 'cause when I call you. Jenny coming through with that, like the way, I'm not gonna hit that tone, especially without a thyroid. That was an interesting shift from the first part of the verse. Let's just go back, to our girl Lisa. I love that march with the beat off my drum. I love it. Hold on. Jisoo, were you the one doing the... Oh my god, it's been a long time since I've done yoga, so I would not know the name of that pose that was held. Was it Jisoo? Did I not rewind far back enough? Let's rewind far back enough. Wait, where's my keys? I just noticed that. The words hold in position, and then I saw that pose. Okay, Rose is on point. I like that. It's aesthetic. I could do the screenshot here and be like, where on my wall can I post this up? Sorry, I'm gonna do a lot of pausing. Is it Jisoo holding this pose? I forgot the bow and arrow. Whatever. Again, it's been a long time since I've done yoga. I love that hold in position. We have that same. Okay, another thing that I love about this, now that I'm focusing on the lyrics, is my mind went blank. There was a lot of the lyrics where it's like, I'm gonna use a phrase. This is so random. One of my favorite movies, thriller movies, called A Perfect Getaway. A quote that always stood out to me in there was the quote says, "Nothing exists until I get there." So it was like a toxic couple. The man says, nothing exists until we get there. But like he's kind of like he doesn't really love her. She's the one that loves more. So when he says that, she says, no, nothing exists till I get there. Whenever she started to get tired of his bullshit. So I'm bringing up that quote because of the fact that the lyrics here, it's kind of like, I have the power, like you don't go. Yeah, hold your shit until I say fire. Hold your shit until I say go. Ooh, hold your position. Something about things blowing up. That's very interesting. Because hold your position, I was thinking of like, yoga or ballet terms. Holding a position. First, second, third, fourth, fifth position. But then you also like, if you go out to shoot, like pew pew. Maybe I should say that to be more friendly for YouTube. You hold your position until blow. So I love how in control this song's perspective is. And also conceptually, how everything's kind of like instrumental wise, everything's kind of chill, nothing's really super building up. We really hear the power in their vocals, right? And then right when they say go, they stop with their vocals, and then the power of the instrumental. So it's like that kind of whole control kind of thing. The concept of the lyrics kind of plays with the concept of how the song is laid out. I hope I'm making sense, because it's really making sense to me right here, which it's not really vouch for anything. But anyway, let's go back because I want to hear that dubstep drop again. Jisoo with his hair, seriously. Again, people are either fan of empty choruses, Blackpink, make it go, yes! I'm a fan of dubstep, so I love this chorus. That's so trippy. Lisa, crawling out with pointed feet, lace leggings. Lisa. Okay. So, right now, after everything that happened to me last year, I say I do my best to not edit my reactions anymore. And, okay, like you'll see me play with my hair a lot. I'll say the word a lot. I'll have brain farts a lot. That's xthina. Before, I was so hyper focused on don't do your nervous tick, because playing with my hair is kind of like a nervous tick. That's something that Chris really knew. Saying is a sentence filler because I feel awkward to sit here just in silence staring at y'all. That shit is weird. With that being said, OG K-pop stan is the fangirl in me, and she arises when she wants to, and then she goes dormant when she's like, okay, xthina, you can take over now. OG K-pop stan is in full effect here, especially with Lisa coming out with her freaking pointed lace leg toe. See? Okay, let's go back a little bit more. Go get it, I'ma go get it. Never gonna sit for a second, I need to go. Get up on the floor, tell me when to go. No slow jams, bumping through the speakers when I do my go-go dance. My go-go dance. I like the rhyming of the go-getter, gold medal. Like, just, it's kind of like a fun word play on the tongue there. Go-go dance. I go when I wanna go. I'm so gone, go right, go off, like what could go wrong. It's funny because, like, well, first of all, Jennie is gorge. Gorge is gorge. That's my word for gorgeous. I'm not talking about literal gorge. Her coming through like that, it reminds me of the way she came through the mouth of Jump, the music video, which was kind of like amusing. Same kind of concept here. Yep. Jisoo. Like, if anybody questions if she is a model or not, I'd be like, are you serious? Like, look at this shadow play. I love it so much. And I love the march of the beat of my drummer. Like, just something that's really satisfying about that breakup of the words. This is a painting. Like, that's a painting. We got like Rose on the whatever you call that, suspensions, whatever. Like, painting, total painting. Sorry, I had to say that. I love the way she has like that breathiness there. Love it so much. Yeah, a lot of this is very extraterrestrial. Ooh, that transition to Jenny. Like when Jesus was peeling that off, kind of makes me think of like aliens. This bridge, goosebumpy. The way everything kind of just pauses for a second to hear like this other layer that sounds really like angelic. It's just so good. And then Jenny's vocals coming through like that. I love it. The message of that part. It's so good. Like it almost makes me emotional. Well, yeah, like the way Rose comes through after Ginny's done with her part, like cuz they have such a different way of doing that high note. I'm not going to even try to mock it here cuz I want y'all to still watch my reaction, hopefully. It's just something Rose has like a really interesting breathy way of singing to express emotion. And I've talked a lot about this on my album listen over on my Patreon for Rose's album. And she's showing it here. Ooh. I like the split here that we see. The lyrics, it's very inspiring, motivational push kind of thing. You know, talking about, you know, your heart's broken. I know you're frozen, baby. It's just kind of like, damn. I feel like I'm talking to myself. Hold on to that resilience that you have, even if it's just 1%, because that 1% will turn into 2% the next day. If it goes back to the 1% the next day, it's okay. You still have it. If you're ever at 0, just remember that you can charge yourself up, you know? So I love that a lot. Let's go back. Come on, play. The visuals, seriously. Gosh, like it looks like a wax horn. They're fucking speaking to me. That might be my Delulu ass, but they're speaking to me. I've said in several reactions now, and also on my social medias in general, that, you know, after losing my husband Chris, I know that I'm only 42, and I may have a little bit longer to live here, especially since I chose to still be here after what happened. I always say that my third act of my life, I am choosing to find peace in solitude, meaning to be alone. And remember, there's a difference, a fine line between the word alone and lonely, and I am choosing to be alone. And a lot of people find that, like, they don't like hearing that for some reason. I don't know why. Maybe it's because they're kind of like, oh, damn, okay, I get it. A lot of people in this world don't know how to approach grief. So what people naturally want to do is give solutions or words that will make things better or something that will heal. But grief is something that won't ever heal. It's just something that you learn to adapt with on your own timeline, and you choose what you want to do. So yeah, I choose to find peace in solitude. And I find that empowering. I hope to find it, because I find the concept of enjoying your own company empowering, and that's my third act goal. So I love that. I love this part so much, like even more than my first hearing of it. Going right back into the dubstep, and then the trippiness of all this. The edits. the artwork. This ending part. Blackpink. I just my light stick's not charged, but I will be like banging it right now. Okay, I love this song. I love Go. Oh, I was trying to see like if I flip myself upside down, if it would still say Go. I'm not sure. I'll figure it out later instead of switching my hair back and forth and you're all like, what are you doing? Okay, I think I have said more than enough of how much I love Go. Again, I've talked with enough people in my 42 years of life so far to know that this kind of style, whether it's dubstep or empty choruses where there's no lyrics, may not be everyone's cup of tea, but it is my jug of tea. It is everything. I love, now listening to or watching it a second time and seeing the lyrics, it makes me love it even more because, again, it makes me think of the way I felt when I first saw Jenny's Zen, which is one of my favorite songs ever. And I actually listened to Zen so many times after Chris passed away. I felt like I wanted to see if I could manifest something from it. And I kind of do. Like, the words that sticks out to me in that song is rain, midnight bloom, in the dark I grew. Because symbolically, that's exactly what happened to me. Chris's passing was rain. And I was in the dark for a long time. And then when I did what I needed to do to get to where I am now, where I am more integrated with my grief, which took many sessions of cognitive behavioral therapy, me stepping away from creating content and just really taking time to just survive the day, and have really uncomfortable conversations, like not just with my therapist and like very few select close people in my life, but with myself. Like things like, I think the darkest thing that I said, and I hope this is okay for me to say it to y'all, the darkest thing I said to my therapist is that I hated my strength, because my strength is the reason why I'm even further away from Chris. And if you really think about that, it just means that I don't have it in me to self-exit. And my therapist, she thanked me for sharing that with her. And then she was saying that she hoped with time that my grief will allow the awareness that my strength is the reason why Chris lives on, because I'm here to talk about him. So I did a lot. I did a lot for me to midnight bloom, in the dark I grew. That's why those lines work so much for me. Not just my grief, but also my cancer bullshit. Being diagnosed with cancer 6 months after Chris passed away. Like, seriously, last year was the worst. So that's why lyrics like Zen and then songs like Go really just touch. It touches deeper than me being a bling. It touches xthina. It touches what I go through in real life. I create content, right? I make reactions, right? But I'm no different from anybody who listens to music. I just create videos, that's all. And there's many people who create videos. And I give my input, turn off the camera at the end of the day, and then I face my life. And music like Go is very therapeutic for me, for my life. And I'm sure for everyone else's life, and y'all who do like Go. And people who don't like Go, that's totally fine. I respect that too, because again, that's the beauty of art. It's subjective. It's not 1 + 1 is 2. Anyway, as I said in the beginning, I will be checking out Deadline over on my Patreon in case you are interested. And all of their solo stuff that was released within the last year is over there as well. And thank y'all for understanding why it's over there in advance, if y'all do understand. And again, if y'all don't, I'm sorry. Unless y'all want to approve disability for me or help me out, or lower costs of health insurance or whatnot for all my chronic illnesses and cancer on top of that, that's what I gotta do. But yeah, thank you so much for checking this video out. And I can never leave off a video now without saying thank you to the one person, Chris, the reason why I chose to not self-exit and why I chose to still be here. Whenever you first met me and you saw that I was into K-pop, how did you feel about like being with someone who was like as into K-pop as I am?
I'm glad you have a thing.
See, that's the real shit.